Do you like really pretty floral stickers and fancy journals? If the answer is yes to that question, then stay tuned because I have some really exciting, fun products to share from LiveLovePosh. Hey guys, I'm Tracy and I want to welcome you back to my channel. I want to thank you all so much for joining me today. And yes, I have some products from LiveLovePosh's Heirloom collection with me today, and I'm super excited to share them with all of you. These products are set to release on Wednesday, October the 22nd at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And y'all, this release is good. It's really good because not only do we have products that LiveLovePosh is well known for, like their floral stickers, we also have a few new products, which is super, super exciting. So I am an affiliate for LiveLovePosh, so I will pop my affiliate code up on the screen. It is AGWP10. That code will save you 10% on most of the products. It does not work on bundles, box sets, or Posh boxes, or if they have one of those warehouse sales, it usually doesn't work during that time, but it does work on all the other products, so definitely be sure to input that code at checkout. It does not cost you anything additional to use that code or my affiliate link, which I will have linked down in the description box, but I do earn a tiny commission off of any sales that are made through that link. So I do want to thank you guys in advance. So yeah, I think we should probably go ahead and take a look at all these fun products. What do you say? How about we just go ahead and start with the showstopper? Let's take a look at the Dot Grid Notebook. Now, LiveLovePosh did a sneak peek of this a few weeks ago, and everybody went crazy for it. These are super luxurious. However, that's not a surprise because if you know anything about LiveLovePosh, it seems like everything they create is luxurious. So you kind of expect that anyway. But yeah, this is a new product for them. This is their first Dot Grid Notebook, and it's going to come in 4 different cover options. So they are different colors as well as a little bit different of a design. The colors are navy, red, teal, and fuchsia. Any guesses about what color I may have chosen? We'll see. We'll see. I will put this aside. We will go through the specs as we go through the journal. So you do get this in a really pretty black box, which makes it perfect for gifting. This journal is going to be $40. However, my discount code will drop it down to $36. So don't forget that. There we go. How many of you guessed red? I will tell you the reason why I chose red. I was going back and forth between the red and the fuchsia. It was because of the cover design. So this cover design to me is a very, very like regal type thing. I just really like it. The other ones had more of a floral aesthetic. I just was really drawn to this design. So this is the reason why I preferred the red over the other ones. However, I was really close to like picking up the fuchsia as well, which I may very well do. We'll see. But I knew I wanted to go bright just because most of the journals on my shelf are more like in the neutral family. So I wanted to go a little bright and bold. And I feel like this fits that bill. So let's take a quick look at this little note that came with the journal. I am not going to read it for you guys, but you can definitely pause it and read it if you wish. However, just glancing at it, there is one thing I do want to read. It does say featuring ornate vintage design and radiant gold foil over rich jewel-toned suede. So yes, this cover is a suede cover, which I think is also unique. I don't really see that option very much on covers. So it's very, very nice. It's very, very nice. Like I said, that's one reason, because of the suede and just the luxurious look of this. I think this will be a perfect gifting option, especially as we come up on the holidays. So if you know someone that loves to journal, definitely keep this in mind, or just gift it to yourself. So this does have gilded edges. All of them have gilded edges. Super, super pretty. There are 150 pages in this. And you do have a pen loop. And then, of course, this little elastic band here, which helps to keep your notebook closed once it starts thickening up with all the stickers and stuff. All right, so let's take a look at the end pages here. Look at that, y'all. I mean, come on. Does this scream LiveLovePosh or does it scream LiveLovePosh? They are like known for their beautiful florals. So I think this was an excellent decision to go with this for the end pages. So this is the front and then this is the back. So I believe all of the journals would have some kind of floral theme. However, it's probably going to go more with the color. So the florals are probably going to differ based on the colors. And then you do have your pocket that matches the color of the cover as well. These pockets are fantastic. I love pockets in my journal. You don't realize how much you need them until you have them. All right, so like I said, this is 150 pages. We have our name page here. You have the LiveLovePosh here. And this is a dot grid notebook. This is 5mm dot grid. And the paper is 160 GSM. We will do a quick pen test momentarily. However, I'm probably going to do a plan with me in a separate video because I really, really want to play. And I will be playing around with stamps and stuff like that when I do my plan with me. But for those of you that are like 160 GSM, what does that mean? That is just the thickness of the paper. And that is important if you like to use a lot of different types of like mixed media and stuff like that in your journal, or like specific type of markers and things like that. It just means the thicker it is, hopefully the less bleed through or ghosting of that results. Now, for the most part, nothing really would go through when it comes to like your everyday markers and pens. However, with other 160 GSM journals, I do notice like if you use alcohol markers, sometimes that may go through, as well as certain stamping inks, like the really juicy ones. Sometimes those will go through, especially when you're heavy-handed. So it doesn't mean it's zero ghosting, but for most of your everyday markers or pens, it really does work pretty well. So we will try that out. I'll like flip to the back. We'll do this in here because this is new to me paper. I really do want to swatch in my books. I do have a swatch book that I use. So I did want to try dot markers because I do find that sometimes my dot markers do ghost in 160 GSM paper just because sometimes I put a little too much pressure on it. Obviously, if you just dot it and go, it's fine. But we're going to test it with a decent amount of pressure. I have a blue, just watercolor dual tip marker. And then I have a black zebra click art. It's not technically a Sharpie, but it's pretty thick. And I figured we're going to try black. So yeah, we are going to try black. Okay, look y'all. No ghosting or shadowing at all with the black zebra click art. And I don't know about you, but I don't really ever use that in my journals. So that says a lot, right? All right, so this is a dark blue dot grid. So dot marker. So I'm gonna do light. Let's hold it a little bit more. Let's really hold it. Y'all saw me, right? Oh my goodness. Okay, maybe when this said no ghosting or bleeding, they actually meant no ghosting or bleeding, because that did not, and I held that. I mean, you can tell how much darker that is than those. Let's try to make it bleed through. 1001, 1002, 1003. There we go. Would you ever do that? No, but I wanted it to bleed. I wanted it to bleed through just so that way you could see that I was applying pressure. You would never do that. I mean, unless you just had it on there and was talking to somebody. But 1001, no bleed through on 1001. We'll do it over here just so you know, 1001. Yeah, no bleed through. So you had to hold it on there for 3 whole seconds to get it to bleed through. It's like one of those things you have to get it to bleed through just to make sure I'm not like, was it pulling your leg? This is not going to go through. Yeah, that one did not go through. We'll try this color too. 1001. Then, nope, it's over here. It's right here. So yeah, unless you hold it on for 3 whole seconds, which I don't think anybody would do, it's not going to bleed. So pretty much when they say no ghosting or bleeding, that is pretty much accurate because those dot markers, I always have to be careful with those, and for the most part, I don't think I really do. So, yeah, in my plan with me, we will test out some actual stamps and things like that as part of a fun decorative spread, just to see how they hold up. So definitely be on the lookout for that. But y'all, this is so pretty, and I'm super excited to add this to my journaling collection, y'all. I'm so excited about this. I'm already thinking, like, do I want to just go ahead and grab the fuchsia one on launch day? All right, y'all, let's take a look at some stickers. So I have 4 journaling packs. We're going to start with this one first. These are all $12.50. Again, you can save a little bit of money with my code. So the journaling packs pretty much has a really good variety of stickers in here that is perfect for journaling, but they can also be used in planners. So it's not specific to journaling. You will easily see it. These packs are not bound. So just keep that in mind. These are more like sticker sets or what have you. So I'll just put the cover here so we can see which one we're on the whole time. So this is going to be very similar to some of the other journaling packs that they have released previously as far as what is included. So in this particular set, you get 3 sheets of floral stickers. There we go. And I do want to say the one thing, I don't know why I hadn't noticed this previously, but I noticed this with their Christmas release, is for some reason their journaling packs, the borders around their stickers are a lot smaller than a lot of other like matte sticker books that usually have wider borders. That to me is a big deal because I'm always having, now I got to put this back, but I'm always having to like pull out my scissors to cut around paper stickers in order to layer them, and for these I wouldn't need to. Okay, and then we have our box stickers. So we have our decorative boxes as well as our just colorful boxes. There we go. I love the decorative boxes. They can basically amp up a spread all on their own. You don't even need additional stickers. I've done that before and it's worked great. And then, of course, we have our alphabets and numbers. Some of my favorites in the entire sticker books. I use a lot of alphas, so the more I can get, the better. And then we have our washi sticker strips. Again, we call them washi because they mimic washi, but they're just on sticker paper, guys. So they're not washi paper. So they're going to be all different sizes. Like this one is like thick, and then this one is medium thickness, and then this one is thin. So that's kind of how they go from like small, medium, large, or however you want to look at it. So you get quite a few of those. And then we get our sticker sheets. So these are stickers. This is not scrapbook paper. These are actual stickers. There we go. So you get 1 sheet that's a half page, and then 2 quads or 2 quarter pages. And then you get 2 half-page sticker sheets. So you can put them on just like this. You can cut them out. You know, sometimes they had that little box cut out. You can use that. I have some circles. So I can like go in here and make some little circles to make some circle stickers. You can do wrap, you know, rip it to make paper scraps and things like that. So much fun with this. The other thing I want to show you is this is the front and the back of the sticker pack. When you flip it over, that's on the inside. Now, it's a little slick, like cover type material. It's paper, but it has that slickness of like what you would think of like a sticker book cover. So you probably can't write on it, but you can use this as like a piece of scrapbook paper. But you could also punch this if you have like a skinny mini or something like that, a TN, and use this as dividers or covers or what have you. So, you know, like it's almost like 2 extra pages in there. All right, now that I chatted my way through this one, I'm not going to be chatting as much in this one because it's going to have the same exact concept. So this is Twilight Bloom. So this is going to be your kind of jewel toned colors. So those are your 3 floral sticker sheets. Let's move this one over here. Your decorative boxes and your functional. Well, you're colorful. They're all functional. And then your alphas. And then your washi strips. And I mentioned this when I was doing the Christmas release. This is an entire like colorful strip. So in between each strip, it's part of the backing, but it's also got some of the print on it. So you can technically use that as well. And then we have the 2/4 pieces of sheets, sticker sheets, and then a half sticker sheet. And the same thing here. And then let's take a look at the inside pages, which again, you can use as dividers or scrapbook pieces or what. These are gorgeous, by the way. They're probably my favorite. Like this. I'm going to have to find a way to repurpose this. I would love to have that as a cover or a divider. All right, let's take a look at Velour Garden. So again, with the 3 pages of florals, super pretty. This is like perfect for, I think, autumn. And then your box stickers, and then some. Your alphas and numbers. Those are the florals that match these that are on here. We'll raise it just so you can see. I didn't do that for the first set, but the first set was the same way. Your washi strips. And then these are also 2 quads and 2 half pages. And then the inside pages look like this. So pretty. All right, 3 down, 1 to go. And we are going to end the sticker flip through with the Moonlit Blooms. So here are, I was like, is this functional? That threw me off for a second. So these are your 3 florals. So this has some abstract elements as well. I really like this. This almost looks like looking at like a black and white TV. Like, you know, everything's in color, but you're just seeing it in black and white. It's a really cool kind of look to this. Rather than just your typical black and white, it looks a little different. And then your functional. And then your alphas and numbers. So the numbers are more of your basic numbers. They're actually smaller too, so you might get more like that. I like that. And then those are the florals that are on your numbers. I mean, your letters. And then your washi strips. And then your half page and 1/4 page sticker sheets. And then finally, let's take a look at the opposite side of the covers. So pretty. I love having a set of black and white because sometimes I like to like throw these in once I've been like using all the fun, colorful ones for a while. I need like a palette cleanser. All right, so there we go there. Now we're going to take a look at this. Some of you probably already have guessed what this is. Some of you may be like, what? It's a binder. Yes, it's a binder. So you can use it for whatever you want. This is the Posh dots. There's also going to be an option in the stripes. So this is just what it is. So you do have LiveLovePosh here in gold. It's hard to see. And then you have the gold around the edges. And this is a sticker binder. So this has, y'all, this has 50 sticker page inserts in here. 50. That is a lot, y'all. That is a lot. I don't think I've ever seen any type of binder system or of any kind that has this many page inserts with it. I mean, that is like, that's all you need. Plus, you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You get 7 dividers. They're actually fairly sturdy. So you get 7 tab dividers. And then you get the tabs here. Now I do want to say it did have cardboard in here, and then it had this in here. So I did take that out because I wanted to take all the packaging off. But here are the like pre-made labels that you can use. So you get 32 of these. So you can kind of use these if you want to put them on the labels. However, you can divide this up any way you want. This is a good idea if you don't know how you will want to divide it. This could be a jumping off point just to kind of see how to divide it. But like I said, if you want to divide it some other way, then you could just create your own labels or what have you. Or maybe you'll just know what everything is and you can just divide the labels by colors or something like that. So I am probably going to make Jessica yell at me, but I'm going to try to see if this journaling pack will fit in here. I think you're really supposed to put like 2 sheets in here, you know, a sheet in the front, a sheet in the back. But, you know, I say if you do something like I'm doing right now, it's probably tried at your own risk because these are plastic. And no matter how, like, nice the quality is, you are stuffing a lot into it. It does fit, though. Y'all saw I did not, like, have to fight with it because there's a little bit of breathing room in there, so that helps a little bit. I will say if you do want to put the entire sticker pack in there, you probably do need to, like, be careful, a little bit more careful when pulling it out and pulling it in, because I do feel like that's probably overstuffing it. You might be able to get away with putting half the sticker pack in there. So I just showed you that it works, but you know, maybe do that at your own risk. What I am going to use this for is, how many of y'all purchased Seasonal Love or any of the other sticker books? You guys know that in these sticker books, we have a whole like bunch of stuff. It's almost like a miniature version of the sticker pack. You have all this stuff in it. Plus you have these alphas. I love alphas. Did you see how excited I got when we got all the alphabet stickers in our sticker packs? I'm going to rip these, obviously you just saw me do it, out of the sticker books. Because even though these colors match those stickers perfectly, I've actually already used pretty much all of the Halloween stickers. But I may want to use these some other time. So I would rather keep these out altogether. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull all of the alpha stickers out of my LiveLovePosh journaling kits, sticker books, and what have you, and put them in my binder. I'm even going to pull it out of here. So that'll make it a couple of pages thinner, right? The other thing when you're thinking about it is boxes. That could be good because even though it's nice to have all of the boxes with, you know, the matching sets, sometimes for me, when I use those decorative stickers, I don't need a box. But I'm going to want to use that box some other time, and those colors might fit perfectly, and I might forget about it. So those are other things that, depending upon how many alpha stickers I have, I might start pulling some of the boxes out of the sticker books to use at another time. Because like I said, I might not want to use these alphas when I'm using the journaling set. I might want to use them some other time, so that's why I'm going to do that. But yeah, I'm really excited about this too. I think it's a really, really cool product. This is $42, but like I said, you do get a lot of inserts and a lot of these sticker binder sets usually doesn't come with this many inserts. So I do think the price actually is pretty good for everything that you get, including the divider sets as well. And it's pretty. Can we just talk about how, like, gold? Really? It's so pretty. So I'm super excited about this. I will probably be filling this in over the next few days. I'll probably, like, throw a reel or something up on Instagram if you guys are curious. And then finally, we have magnetic bookmarks. They match this. This is why I shared this after this. These are really cool. So I knew that there was going to be magnetic bookmarks, but I didn't know what they were going to look like. And I really like that they are long. So these obviously can be used like in your journals. They can be used, and I can't do that many, but they can be used to hold things together, to bookmark pages. So like when you're going through a sticker book, where is Christmas love. Sometimes, like when you have a sticker book and you're like going through it, and you know how the sticker book closes on you, you can never find it. So you can always like bookmark your page like that, so you can just flip through it. Obviously, like I said, you can use it for your planner to mark this week or whatever. I also use them when reading. They're just bookmarks. So you use them wherever you would need a bookmark. But they're low profile, they're thin, and they're cool. So yeah, there we go there. Those are $15. But again, you can use my discount code on all of these products. So there we go. Like I said, there's 2 options for this one. So you can get the dot or the stripe. There are 4 cover options for this. So definitely a lot of different choices. And then we have the 4 journaling kits, the one that's in here. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff coming out. So definitely mark your planners and be sure to check it out when it drops on October the 22nd at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'm not sure if any of these are going to sell out. I'm not sure what's going to sell out first. I don't know. So it's kind of like, I wish I could tell you how much stock was there so that way you could kind of judge. But we don't know. I just know this is a new product. So I think the excitement may be there that could make certain colors go faster than others. It's going to kind of be a see. So if it's something you really, really want, then it might be something you need to jump on. If you really don't care about the color, then you might be able to wait a few weeks or so. Not sure. Like I said, I'm not sure about the inventory. But if it's something you really, really want, you probably definitely want to mark the date in your planners and be sure to kind of log in at least that day or the day after, just to be able to get what you want, especially when it comes to the journal. So there we go, guys. What do you think? Are you excited? It's a lot. It's a lot of like really cool new things. I'm really excited about the direction LiveLovePosh is going. I really love that their sticker books include a lot of the alphas and like the full page stickers and things like that. I think that's really, really cool now. I love the sticker binders. So yeah, I'm really excited to see new products in the future from LiveLovePosh, because if this is any indication, there's gonna be a lot of fun stuff coming ahead. So yeah, there we go. Long video, but like I said, definitely be on the lookout for some plan with me, because I definitely want to play in this journal just to kind of test out inks and stuff like that. So be on the lookout for that in the coming days. If you enjoyed this video though, please press that like button. And if you have yet to subscribe, I hope you would also consider subscribing to my channel. That's all I have for now. I hope you have a good rest of your day, evening or night. Until next time, bye.